In Sri Lanka, you can find several sweet breads. This is one of that, sweet coiled bread, or we call it sweet paan. For this recipe, I'm using 600 grams bread flour with 300 milliliters of warm water. You can always use milk instead if you like the rich texture in this bread, and 100 grams sugar, 8 grams salt, 70 grams butter, half a teaspoon of bread improver. If you can't find bread improver, I'll tell you another option, and 9 grams instant dry yeast. And I'm going to use a glaze. You can use a jam glaze or honey glaze, or even you can make a sugar syrup and apply that on top after egg washing. So I'm leaving that aside. So I'm going to tell you how to do if you can't find with bread improver. First thing is to take 50 grams out from this flour and cook that with 25 milliliters of hot water and leave it in the fridge about 24 hours. And the next day, when you are doing the dough, instead of doing with bread improver, add that dough that you prepared into the bread mix and keep on mixing like a normal dough. So to start this recipe, add the bread flour into the mixing bowl, and into that add the bread improver or the dough that you made previous day, and the salt onto a corner, and always add the yeast on the opposite side of the salt, and then start mixing it, adding the sugar. After, add the warm water little by little until it makes a smooth dough, and keep on kneading 10 minutes. If you find the dough is a bit rough, you can always add a little bit more water, but don't add a lot of water. So after, add the butter and keep on kneading another 20 minutes. After mixing, when the dough is ready, put that in a greased bowl and leave it in a warm place until it doubles in size. Put some flour onto the bench and punch the dough down, and take the dough onto the bench, and then add some flour and knead the dough, adding a bit more flour, about 1 to 2 minutes. After, cut the dough into 2 equal parts, and then take one piece out, flour the bench and the hands, and slowly roll it to a log shape. Roll it as much as you can, about 2 to 3 feet long. So I rolled the dough about 3 feet long. So take the first end and roll it like a coil, and you can roll from one end to the other nicely, flattening it a bit down and taking the other end like this, and roll it and take it to the other corner, flatten it. So the bread is ready. I'm going to brush the top with eggs and going to bake this on 180 about 20 minutes, and I'm going to take it out and put the glaze on. If you like, you can put a little bit of crystallized sugar on top too. So I baked the bread about 20 minutes. Now take some jam and glaze the top with the jam. You can use marmalade, jam or honey for this, or you can dissolve some sugar in a little bit of water and apply that onto the bun too. After, add a little bit of sugar on top. If you like crystallized sugar, you can add a little bit of crystallized sugar, and bake this back again about 10 minutes. So the both breads are ready. I took that from the oven. So to release the bun, you have to find the corner and slowly take it out from the edge. This is really hot actually, because the jam is hot, it burns my hand. Slowly take it out and roll over, or you can cut it into slices with butter or just as this is with a cup of coffee. Hope you will enjoy this. Thank you for watching.